Huh? Hey, I'm tryna win. I'm tryna win in the 716 and I'm making it big. I wanna live. I think I'm ready.
Yo, what's good, man? It's Easy Pinchar Podcast with your one and only host, Glory Boy, back here with another special guest.
That caught me up.
Yes, sir. How was that?
That woke me up.
You woke you up?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I try my best, to let's get straight into it. But I appreciate you for coming through, bro. It was a pleasure. It's a pleasure having you here.
Thank you for having me.
No, my pleasure. And we're gonna talk about a lot of different things, you feel me? But before we go ahead and start this, man, y'all go ahead and hit the subscribe button, man. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video. And let's go ahead and introduce yourself, bro. Tell people who you are and what you do, and we could start.
Hello, everybody. My name is Khalil Carr. I am the owner and executive director of Buffalo Fashion Week, Wonder Productions, and Everything Wonders. So that's me.
That's amazing, bro.
Thank you.
How is that going for you?
Oh, it's going great. I'm excited. I'm young, and I also love that I have a creative drive to create businesses that has so much to do with my passion. Right. So I'm so excited about it, and I feel great that I can I have that opportunity to share my vision with the world, or with the city right now, soon the world.
Right, and also before we even get actually into Buffalo Fashion Week and so on, and also you actually a movie director.
Yes.
You have your own movie.
Yes.
And how was that experience for you?
That was such a great experience. I did an independent film. I produced it. I financed it in 2022 to 2023. It premiered in 2023. That's what really started it all. Like, that's what really got me that push, that got me in front of the people that I need to get in front of. Right. But it was such a great experience. My team was great. It taught me business. It taught me the intricacies of business. It taught me the intricacies of marketing and how to go hard about your passion. And it was a great experience for me. There is another movie being written. Right now, the movie is back into the editing process so we can push it to stronger film festivals, so we can get some awards and hopefully get it on a streaming platform. But it was such an amazing opportunity to do that. And it's still my passion, and I love making films. If you don't see the Buffalo Fashion Week commercials, you obviously know somebody on the team has some type of filmmaking background, and all of our commercials are so cinematic. So I'm glad that opened the door for all of that.
So you're the man behind all of that.
I got a team. I have a strong team that
I be watching them. I'm like, oh wow, this is amazing, man. It's a lot of creative people in Buffalo.
It is a lot of creative people. I have a strong creative team. Shout out to Sky. Shout out to my marketing team and previous people that were on my team that brought a lot of their concepts together, and we just executed it perfectly when it comes to the commercials.
Wow, that's amazing, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out to you. Shout out to your team. And so besides that, like, how, like, because I know there's always something that gets people started in doing something. What really got you so interested in movie production, in just being able to create films and so on yourself?
Yeah. I honestly was always artistic, and I don't know, I say artistic, but low-key autistic too, because all I did was wanted to draw, build. I want to draw like maps and create planets and create cities, and I've always been driven to create. I've always been driven to lead people. Right. So it really was probably in high school when it just pushed. I was like, this is my passion. I watched some films. I was like, I want to make films, I want to have a great time doing it. And my passion just really ignited from there. And then it's been game time since. Like, since I had that passion and said, I believe in this passion, nothing has stopped me. Like, every year, I'm trying to outdo myself every year. I did the movie, I did Fashion Week. Then next year is going to be even bigger. So guys, like, I'm just not going to stop. Like, it's just going to go.
Your foot is on that gas.
It is
like,
not
you're not stopping at all.
all.
That's it, bro. That's how it got to be, though. Like, as long as you have that drive, you're passionate about something, just keep going. Because you never know where that could take you. Because a lot of people tend to have that drive and something just in the middle of their journey.
Yes.
Discourage them, and they stop like close to the finish line.
You have no idea how close you are to your goals And some people are on a journey just like myself, and they may feel as though they're not doing anything and they haven't hit where they want to hit. And I had to tell myself, I had to back up. I'm like, I really experienced so much. Like, there's people that have never went on the news before. There's people that has never sold out a venue before. There are people that have never met the people I've met. And I still, every day I'm like, I want to be better. I want to be better. I want to be better. But to the people that are in this journey with me, exploring businesses, exploring their journey to success, take in those moments that you guys are that you are experiencing when it happens to be those small hoorays and hurrahs. Like, I honestly don't do that enough. But to everybody on that journey, look at that and say where I am compared to where I could have been if I didn't go. So honestly, I agree with your statement. Like, if you can almost be at your goal, but people just get discouraged, do not get discouraged for that. You know what I mean? Like, look at it from our perspective and say, what have I done? And then look at those things and say, wow, I can do so much more. But applaud yourself doing that and then continue to go forward. And
that's it, bro.
Yeah,
that's it. Definitely. So let's talk about your parents in general, because parents will always, because based on our background, just being African American, being African, and so on, our parents usually are always in the middle of what we're choosing to pursue for our future. So like, what's their take on this? Like, what would their opinion say with you going that direction in fashion, filmmaking, and so on?
I would say my mom is definitely a huge supporter of everything I do, and because I grew up with a single mother, so she was very, very on it with me. But it's uncommon. Like, everything in my household or in my family doing anything of this magnitude is super uncommon because we didn't do stuff like this.
Right.
My family didn't go to college. We didn't pursue higher education, and I went to college. We didn't pursue owning a lot of businesses. We just, like, it was never common. So it wasn't like, it was just more like, okay, if you can do it, you can do it. Obviously there were doubts and there was like protection where my mom was like, hey, like, does this make sense? And me just being the radical kid I am, I'm like, yes, this makes sense. I'm going to do it. I don't care what you say. And she supports me 100%. But I'm lucky I had that because it wasn't just her voice that was the support. It was also who she was. It's like, my mom is somebody that like really goes, like, she's a soldier, right. And that I always look at that like, what would my mom do? Like, my mom lost her mother, her brother, and she lost like her whole household and like to death. And she raised 3 children of her own. And when I look at that, I look at perseverance, and I'm like, how can I persevere? My mom did it. She went like, she don't walk with her trauma on her body, but you just know, like, me living with her, I understand her trauma. And I'm like, she still gets up and gets the money. You know what I mean? She still gets up and raises children. So why can't I get up and pursue my dreams when I have the opportunity to do that? I don't have to raise kids. I don't have to do all those other things. And I'm not dealing with death like she dealt with this. So it's like, if she can persevere, why can't I do it when it comes to something that's so optimistic, right?
Bro, shout out to that, man. Because, shout out to mama. Yeah. Because I look at it like this, and people always say this too, like, the environment that you grow up in makes you who you become in the future.
True.
And you just seeing her waking up every day, making no excuses to raise her kids, to go to work and make sure that all bills are paid and everything is taken care of. That's a huge push for you.
It is.
Because right there, you can't even let her down. Because you've seen it all. You've seen it all. So now let's just jump into the reason why I have you here actually is to talk about the upcoming event with Buffalo Fashion Week. Shout out to you with everything that you got going on, bro. I always give people their flowers. As long as you're in front of me, I'll make sure you know exactly how I feel about that. So looking at everything with Buffalo Fashion Week, how did that all started? Because, now you have a huge team. Yeah. But, like, how did that all started? Where did the idea come from with that organization?
Yeah. So, and right after Levi, the movie, me and my team, me and my friend at the time, she had a fashion show, and we just came off the film. We just came off of all of that. And she's like, I want to do a fashion show. And I was like, you know what? I honestly would love to see that. Right. I want to support you however I could, because I think that's such an amazing opportunity to get people together and showcase art. And I supported her through the whole journey. And I said, why don't we got a fashion week? Like, I'm like, we just got 100 people to this fashion show. Why can't we get more than that? Right. And so she was so adamant about creating that with myself. And so I said, okay, I'll grab the Avengers. You know, we about to make something happen. And it took us a few months to ideate what we wanted to do. And then we came up with Buffalo Fashion Week. We did the legal lookups. We're like, can we utilize his names? We did. And then like about 6 months later or so, we started our first shows during fall. And I've been collecting a lot of strong teams, like Infinity Stones, and we have been going hard, and we've been growing so fast. Yes, we've grown all platforms, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, everywhere. We're all over Buffalo right now, and I'm so proud of that. So,
amen to that, bro.
Yeah,
amen to that. And I want to also, I'm gonna just do it one more time, man. Because, bro, like, trust me, bro, it's not an easy thing to do, especially in this city of Buffalo.
Right.
You know, in this city of Buffalo, you lack a lot of support in terms of like financial support. A lot of people are not willing to put their money up front because either it could be they don't want to see you win. It's either they just don't believe in you in a way that they're saying, like, if I invest in you, I don't think you can make that money back for me because you know how the way Buffalo community is, you know, we all know that.
Exactly.
You know? But being able to build up a team, and I like how you use the word Avengers when you first described it. I'm gonna go grab my Avengers, you know, and then start finding all the Infinity Stone. That's just a way to actually show that you guys are a strong team.
Very strong team.
Very, very strong team.
They're all leaders.
They're all leaders. And I see the videos every day. I'm like, man, all these people are doing very, very good. And I like how the fashion community in Buffalo is actually bringing the people together. It's one thing that's very amazing about you guys. So now, like, when it came to building that team, because I know within a team there's different roles to play and so on. So what is your role in the team itself?
So my title is executive director. So I oversee the whole leadership team and the whole company. I finance all my companies right now 100%. And so I'm just leading the director team. So I have a creative director, I have a fashion director, I have a marketing manager, a planning manager, and I have other coordinators on the team that assist where they need to. But my role is more overseeing the strategicness of the business, looking at our brand and saying, like, okay, if this marketing campaign makes sense, or like getting ahead of things and how we can make the best money, how can we make the best of our return on intention and our return on investment. I'm more backing up and taking a strategic role to make sure that we last as a business. Right. I notice a lot of small business owners, they don't have the luxury to have a team committed. So they're not only looking at the owl view of the business, but they're in the business. Right now, I'm trying to take that approach where I can not only be in the business, but more of my time is looking at how I can keep this business along for the next 5 years. So that's my role. And then I have other people on the team that really takes the vision and execute.
Hey, that's a lot of stuff.
It's a lot.
That's a lot to handle.
It's a lot,
man. And shout out to you, man. I'm gonna just keep saying shout out to you because, bro, you know, thinking about it too, because you have other things to do on the side.
Sure, yeah.
You know, but you actually putting that time and effort into investing most of your time, like you said, when it came to finances and everything, into that specific organization because you see the future of it. So let's talk about the future of Buffalo Fashion Week. How does the future look like in your eyes right now?
The future of Buffalo Fashion Week looks very strong. The business is in good standing. You know, we consistently sell out majority of our shows. We throw events that are consistently filled. Our marketing is continuing to grow. Our team is continuing to get passionate. The people are understanding who we are. So in the future, I see us not only being consistent, but us really being sorry, the water is getting to me.
Good water.
The water is taking over. But I see the Buffalo Fashion Week being bigger, badder, better, where people, like we talked earlier off camera, that people are wanting to come to Buffalo and attend our events. Yeah. So I see that. I really do. And maybe even if I'm not the executive director in 5 years and somebody else is taking on, I want to make sure that Buffalo Fashion Week is in good hands and we are continuously soaring. through
That's
the
it, bro.
fashion.
That's the whole point, man. You gotta leave a blueprint. I think that's how they say it, right? Like a blueprint, and also just with the future itself. I mean, me, like I already told you, like by how the Buffalo fashion community is bringing everybody together. I see the future being such like the fashion week in New York City, the fashion week in Paris, and so on, like all over the world. And I know there's an event coming up. So let's talk about that.
So our event is on October 19th. It's Fashion on the Field. It's going to be the biggest event I'm attempting to throw. It's going to be in a sports center. It's going to be huge. It's going to be a lot of big brands that we have yet to name yet, but it's a really big brand that is going to actually make my life once they accept the invitation to walk for us. But it's an amazing event that I have lined up for Buffalo. Sports theme. People are asking what to wear. I mean, wear whatever you want, but we want to bring the entertainment to fashion as well, because it's like, yes, fashion is important, but we're in Buffalo, New York. We are home of the Bills and the Sabres. You know what I mean? It's okay to combine fashion and sports, and we want those worlds to meet. And so the experience is going to be great. We're going to have concession stands where it's going to have sports food, where it's going to have peanuts or hot dogs, and actually feel like a sports experience. And then when you sit down, the fashion is going to captivate your eyes. You're going to be like, okay, I'm not at a sports event, I'm at a fashion show. And then we're going to add so many elements to make you really feel as though you are at a Bills game, but you're at an eloquent fashion show from Buffalo Fashion Week. So that'll be 10/19. VIP tickets or Hall of Fame tickets will be from 5. You'll get entry from 5 to 6 for a pre-mixer. And then the event starts at 6 p.m. And I invite you. It's going to be at Narden Sports Center. And I would love for everybody to come and experience this firsthand.
You guys are always getting some of like the spaces where it's very hard to get.
It's very hard to
I
get.
remember last time, shout out to the gala, because the gala was amazing, bro. It was an amazing event. It was, what was that place again?
The Statler.
You know how hard it is to get that space? It's like $10,000 to rent that place for like 4 hours.
Oh, God.
I bet it's like $10K for 4 hours. And that place is very beautiful.
Very beautiful.
And everything. Now you guys are at Narden. Let's talk about just how do you guys manage to secure all those spots? Like, I mean, you don't got to tell us the secret ingredient, but like you could tell us a little bit, so we can know.
It's honestly, my team call me Mr. Make It Happen, because they'll get into space and they'll say, hey, this person didn't respond to me. This person, I'm going to make a few phone calls. I'm going to send a few emails. And I'm only 21, but I do have a lot of connections in our city where maybe if it's city officials or different people who may know a person. Right. But again, I am very persistent when it comes to getting what we really want. If the vision is we need to be on a field, we need to get on the field. And so if this is a place that we feel as though that will work the best, I'm going to do my best. So I'm going to talk to the CEO. Me and him is going to go get some coffee, and I'm going to tell him how I can bring not only visibility to his company, but how it'll help us. So it's just conversations. It's networking. It's sometimes an email might be, unfortunately, we don't do this. Sorry. And then the follow-up is, can I take you out to coffee to explain the business? Can I, and inviting them out and letting them understand your business, because an email can, that's that. But if you keep being persistent and you show them that you actually care, they might hear you. And 10 out of 10 times, they always hear us. And that's how we get in these spaces.
Man, and email is just like a text message.
Yeah.
Damn near. So
can I meet you? Can we talk? Do you know me?
Right.
Do you know my mission?
Right. Exactly. And you're actually giving people so much game right now.
Yeah.
Because some people really do attempt to reach out to certain organizations to try and do something like an event, to be part of something, and those people will respond, okay, we're going to look forward into it. But like you said, the following up is just saying something that's more like welcoming, like, okay, can I take you, or can we go get coffee or something? And then I can tell you more about my ideas. And that's an important thing to do, because then right there you're showing that you're very passionate and you really want to do what you want to do, not just words itself.
Exactly.
But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to the event, bro. I know it's going to be an amazing event. And you guys always bring an amazing group of people.
Thank you.
So let's talk about the models and everybody that's going to be part of the event, walking, the people that's gonna bring their brands up front. So with the models themselves, how is the casting? How does that go for you guys?
Yeah, we do. We do a few days of castings to give people opportunities to show up, because a lot of people have work. You know, we have to be realistic. We all work, but I was like, I need to make sure these models get here on different days because we want to open up that opportunity. Castings for me, I set the tone is like we are inclusive regardless of body types, color of skin, how you walk. We have a whole system, and I'm very committed to this with my fashion director Mia. I'm very committed to developing models. So we know people from Buffalo cannot model. We know that because it's never been a thing. And so once you come to castings, all you need to do is show confidence. After that, we will build you to that model for free. You know, we do model boot camps, we do trainings, we do all type of things to make sure that you're ready and developed to walk for Buffalo Fashion Week. And I feel like not a lot of people do that. You know, we really grab the model. We're very accessible. We grab them and package them up and support them in order to follow their journey in modeling. So, but it's a 2 to 3 day event where we get models there. They just walk. Designers look and they say, I want this person or I don't want this person. And they choose very wisely because there's a great lineup of models this fall.
Right. And also with the designers, how do you guys choose the designers who to come to the show and showcase their designs and so on? How do you guys manage to do that? Because it's a lot of people that's doing that have clothing brands in Buffalo, New York. As you know, there's a lot of people that's actually doing the same thing. It's like if you was to count how many people in Buffalo that want to make hoodies, shirts, and so you run out of breath. You know. But like, how do you guys manage to pick and choose who is worth that spot?
So I look for, Ruby and Mia. We're all looking for. Ruby is our designer coordinator, and Mia is our fashion director. But we're looking for quality. We're looking for consistency. We're looking for production. So that goes into a lot of people don't market their brands. If you don't market your brand, what do you think our platform is going to do for you? You know what I mean? You have to be able to take that and catapult after that. Like, I just walked for a runway. Let me utilize all these networks I had and move on. So we're looking for quality. We're looking for production, and we're looking for consistency. And so when we see that, you're not an automatic yes, but then you also go through the our next steps, which Ruby has better information on. But we make sure that we pick the right designers that make the most sense, and not just throwing a hoodie on and some sweatpants, but, you know, something that we can really start. I think if we have this platform, let's show that, like, fashion is here. You know, if I invite somebody from New York and all they see is sweatsuits, I think they're going to be like, this is not what I'm looking for. I need people that can captivate an audience. So that's kind of our outlook.
All right, yeah, I respect that. And also, you saying you need someone that already have that drive, already is consistent with their work, because a lot of people may just want to showcase their work, promote their stuff, but what are they doing behind closed doors?
Right.
You know, then at that point, that you just become someone that's showcasing their stuff, and it's not helping you, and it's not gonna help them too at the end of the day. So yeah, that's amazing, bro. And also, there's a lot of organizations in Buffalo. There's Buffalo Fashion Runway. There's FIG. There's the one I forgot the name of it. I mean, they're having an event they had an event last Friday, I believe, at UB.
UB Blueprint.
I believe so. Yeah, UB Blueprint. So, in terms of like the future collaborations, let's talk about that, because are you guys looking into that? Because if you guys look into that, I feel like that would be something huge for the city of Buffalo.
I think you're the man that make it happen. Me and my team are open to any collaboration. We are open to create, like, our mission. All of our missions are aligned. You know, which is crazy is FIG, BFR, and BFW are all on our 1 year. You know, we are all coming up for like just a year being here, and so we still got to get our feet in the ground. You know, we got to get that locked in. We got to get our roots in. But again, our team is open to collaboration when it makes sense and making something really big, because our main mission is to bring fashion to the city and amplify artists. So I'm open. I'm open to that. You're hearing that from me.
I heard that. Yeah, I heard that. I heard that. That's amazing, bro. So let's talk about. I like how you think, and I like how you got things going on for yourself, because that's exactly what we want to see in our community.
Right.
There's a lot of. I always have this conversation with everybody that I bring on my podcast. People either who are from our community or not from our community. Like, how can we improve our youth? How can we bring light to the youth? Because there's a lot of things going on that's destroying like the youth population, that they grow up not knowing exactly what to do in the future. But like, are you guys planning on doing some like fashion mentorship to kind of like have a positive environment for the young kids that out there doing whatever, but you bring them all together to see something that's bright, for the future?
That I'm happy you asked that question. And this is honestly, I really didn't ever announce this, but one of my goals in 2025 is to create a studio space, right? Raise enough money to get a studio on the east side of Buffalo, where we'll have young individuals who like to act, who like to do fashion, who like to model, and we'll be able to give them free classes and free resources for that. It's one of my biggest goals. Our gala, which is going to be happening either March or February, we'll be raising money for that cause. It's just, I didn't have that, I feel as though that Buffalo is not a place where, well, there is a bunch of nonprofits and organizations growing up like Buffalo Futures and the Buffalo Urban League who are grabbing our youth and really developing them. And I would love to add to that when it comes to arts perspective. And if kids want to express themselves, especially young black kids don't get to speak in the house about art. So that's fashion, that's film, that's music. Maybe rap may be the only little piece that you can get past in a black family, but everything else, no. So I want to open up that door of this is okay, right? And this is okay for me to go get these resources so I can express myself, because I didn't have that. A lot of young men don't get that. Young women don't get that. They have to go the sports route or they got to go be a nurse. I think you can do so much more in this city, and it's so much more being black. So I would love to do that next year or 2026, but definitely get in a studio to help develop the youth and guide them. And we're already in schools talking, it's maybe not always posted, but my whole goal is to just make sure I touch the person mentally and through the heart, so they can be able to understand that I'm real and what my whole goal is important and authentic.
Yes, sir. And it's a lot of talents. It's a lot of talents within our community. Yeah. And just one last thing I like to just ask people is what few words of motivation would you say to the youth? Since some of them may be watching this video, may come across this video, so that way they can hear from someone that's actually doing something good for themselves.
What I would say to you is, usually when somebody asks me this, and I've been saying this for the last years, I would say just do it. And I actually want to change that. I think, and to all the youth watching and to anybody watching, but especially younger individuals, listen, listen, close your mouth, listen. It may not be what you want to hear, and you do not have to follow whatever somebody said, but I think learning is listening to everything fully from the top to the bottom, making your decision on what you think is fire and what you think is wrong or right. It is so important to me to listen now. And I would just say, if you're young, listen, be open to other perspectives. And again, adding that, just do what you got to do.
I like how you brought up listen, bro, because it's a lot of people that don't listen nowadays.
They don't listen.
But listen, comprehend, and
and execute.
Yeah. Exactly, bro. Because some people may just listen, but they would just go in here
and go out the other, and they start yapping. Yeah, you got brother, or sister. You just listen. If somebody's talking to you, if it's a teacher, teachers and leader figures, maybe they're not all perfect, but they have experience. I was one that was a little against the grain, but I still listened. I sat with my grandfather for hours listening to his experiences and such, and I took that into my life. So just listen.
Just listen, man. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you so much, everybody at Eat Sip Chat Podcast. If y'all didn't subscribe yet, I don't know what y'all waiting on. Y'all watch the videos, y'all click it. So Make sure y'all subscribe or y'all haters, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, bro. And also, I see you got something amazing right there. So show them what you got.
Shout out to Gio. He made this the other day, and I never had a tote bag that had Buffalo Fashion Week on it and everything Wonders ever. Oh, actually, I got something in here. Nothing major, but I got a sticker that you could hang around.
Yes, sir. Appreciate that.
Wait, I gotta get you a better sticker.
Yeah, that's my sticker right there, man.
Yeah, here you go, sticker. But shout out to Gio. He created this. Shout out to Ga. Ga makes our logos. Shout out to my team. I love y'all. But yeah, thank you for shouting that out. I'm going to hopefully start wearing tote bags. I don't wear tote bags, but I see it's the trend and every company's doing it. So I got to make sure marketing telling me if I'm going to be on a podcast, I got to make sure.
You got to have that.
I got to have the merch.
I like that. Definitely. You brought something, but thank you so much, bro.
Thank you.
Yo, guys, man, y'all go ahead and hit the subscribe button, man. This is Easy Pin Chop Podcast. And thank you so much. And, bro, tell them the Instagram, your Instagram, and also the organization's Instagram, and we can close out.
Yes. Follow me at Khalil Wonder, KHALILWUNDER. And then Buffalo Fashion Week. Thank you guys for the support and hope to see you guys on Fashion on the Field October 19th.
Thank you so much, man. See ya. Let's go.